I do got it. Thank you, Surf's Up. Thank you for everybody posting over the weekend. And this is Michael Venezia, the head trader and one of the coaches and many contributors to TradeGATEHub, which is sponsored by Tradeview Markets. I always submit my print. You want cookies? I'm in for cookies. Why not? We go to TradeGATEHub. Always, when you sign in, give it a couple of seconds. We're not that type to push things because this has been a free site for almost a decade now. I don't think it's going to change soon. So please sign up for the newsletter. It's just basically a preface for what we do. You know what it is? It's going to get better and better because is that anybody that's been on here for a long time knows that this is a work in progress as Western Digital takes more flow. Coach was very proud, alerted me on Skype over the weekend that we have more a substantial amount of subscribers from last week, new subscribers, and I, listen, Tradeview Markets is it is what it is. It's a machine. It's the top 10 broker in the world, and from what I understand and know about our CEO, it's not going to stop until we get in the single digits, not to the top, literally. So what they're saying, we have people curating on what is what is the best data that we could bring you. Keep an eye about that. All right. So TradeGATEHub getting more subscribers. Coach already gave a video an hour, one of my favorite videos of the week, besides Tuesday and Wednesdays, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 o'clock Eastern. Coach and I do a video, but my third favorite video of the week is the Monday morning video that Coach puts out right here. And this is not to placate. This is not to push TGH. I've been following Coach before TradeGATEHub. So go watch his video an hour ago. It is
the CPI stay in tune in June.
This is my lead off today. I didn't even see Coach's video today. And we always, for those that want to get right into trading, everybody knows that it's my duty to build a little bit of a plan going in because some of these ideas actually are even obsolete as I speak here now. GME to the lows, giddy up. I'm not in it, but you know what I mean. As in the video, with split 10-for-1 was down $3, went positive. Microsoft high, so that's good for. At least I'm going on a tangent, but in the corner of my eye, I'm thinking right now as well, a little past 11 a.m. That's good for the longer. I mean for stocks that actually make sense. I'm all in, but you know what I mean? But longer term portfolio, better trading I see ahead. All right, Coach said in the video very briefly that I showed, let's not react. Always in TradeGATEHub what we give. Besides Coach's video and mine that we do, I started posting last evening, which was Sunday evening, and anything relevant to build a plan, Wall Street research, upgrades and downgrades, anything necessary for us, no matter what type of style you are, short-term, long-term swing trader, take money out of the market. I wanted to remind everybody, if not myself, that as things are moving around a little bit, that our job is to make money, not be right. You know what I mean? So, and that's the same parallels. You'd rather be lucky than good, right? I would rather be good, I guess, but I've learned the majority of people that I respect and know over the long term would take lucky any day. So, you know what I mean? Just our job is to make money and not be right sometimes. Coach posting like a savage last evening. Already he's all fired up. How could you not get fired up? Because what we do is TGH give you high level opinions, especially with who Coach gives. And I'm fired up too. I was all fired up last night. Great, thank you, Ocean Trader. New. I'm going to call you OT, Island Trade, Ocean Island Trader. I hope you're there, brother. Because if you're not, we're certainly going to help you there. And believe me, I'm not pitching you. How many swing positions? I answered that. Gold with a 1-2 punch. I did answer your questions, by the way. Coach, giving a bunch of videos also not only on YouTube, but on TradeGATEHub to preface the week. Okay, then I stepped in. Good evening. Coach all fired up. I answered your position, Ocean Island Trader. Key events this week. Always, no matter what's happening. Morgan Stanley on the week ahead. Fear of missing out taking over a little bit. I don't know necessarily like that, but as GME went from Friday morning from 60 to 37, I think it's sitting under 30 now as GME's on the lows here. Fear of missing. Hopefully this abates a little bit or wanes. You know what I mean? I'm not fearful. I am. I guess you could say I am. I don't know if it's underweight. I don't know what we would call it. Hood takes more calls. We'll get into it another time. That's personal. I don't want to waste your time because I'm live and give what I'm doing all day anyway. All-time high trillion US debt for those people that actually know what they're doing. Go over this. I'm going to go over slowly. This is Helene's. I cut it down. Sentiment right here, actually waning a little bit as well. Read HedgeMind. Follow who I follow. This is HedgeMind. If I can go to 1 second to my other page here, my Twitter feed. You know, I'm not following anything else but stocks. Follow who I follow. One of them is HedgeMind. And you know, the majority of people follow, even Kramer doesn't, even Kramer, not that he's the judge and the jury, you know what I mean? A HedgeMind. And I just post these little things, and I really post it because I could post a lot more about what this particular feed says. I'm just giving, it's a tip. You know, if I saw, you know, people growing up, people that I emulated doing something in a little way, I tried to explore and look another way. Suppose my idol went in and, you know, the guy's been buying Fords all his life and stepped up for the first time and brought a Ferrari. It's a bad analogy, but he could have bought a variety of cars. Why did he buy the Ferrari? HedgeMind posts a lot of things there. Poor analogy, you get my view, my point. Okay. So what I wanted to point out is here the three top performing hedge funds bought with the highest conviction: AMD, Krem, and Marvell. And by the way, all are on a nice pullback. But if you really, you know, what I really like you to do is this is who follows HedgeMind. And it's most of the people that I follow as well. Sunrise Trader, friend of mine. Larry, friend of coaches, and fellow TGH guest, follows them. James, Rev, even the Jesus follows him. So IPO, Dave, you know, good birds of a feather flock together. Not this, well, it is Monday, so I can give more fundamental throwouts. Birds of a feather flock together. Good ideas usually resonate with good results. You know what I mean? It's not just all me. Skechers CEO. These are the stocks that are acting well. If I want to jump around, keep in mind semis. Semis all over the board. Let me finish here because that one, I wanted to keep the flow going. Okay. Normally I would have an answer on this. Getting back to what I posted Sunday evening at TGH. I still have time. Utility stocks just saw a weekly inflow of 1 billion, the largest inflow in 2.5 years. If you asked everybody what just happened on this statement in this 80s, 90s, 2010 into present day, they'd all have a different answer probably and all be wrong, at least short term. I don't know what it means. I felt compelled I do know what it means. I am not going to, I can't take a step and translate this and take a stand on anything as concrete with this. It might all come together in a grand plan, but keep an eye. Small caps are now underperforming the S&P by the lowest since 2021. All right, now we're getting into decades-long breaking trends. We're giving with trends. That's a 20-year plus. It's not like I'm built, you know, it's not like it hasn't rained in, you know, in some obscure, or hasn't done some obscure thing that is an anomaly. This is an anomaly. This has been happening. It's not just like one day you woke up and this has been a slow bleed. IWM are now underperforming the S&P by the largest margin. And you know, I'm in a lot of small caps. I'm in planting some of these pods that might pull binary moves that pay 4 to 5 times. The majority in bios and well, not really low Floridas as much. Really bios and you know, but more. Let me finish this sentence. Higher than mostly bios or any type of cryptos. More than any time in the last 40 years, US the highest volatility of green days. It's amazing. It means they're selling the reps, in my opinion. All right, when they're up, they sell them. Catalyst watch always throughout the week. Punch them up. And TGH, another point. Always click to enlarge. Here's the playbook. Well, let's go to Wednesday. Let's go to Wednesday, for example. Avago, Broadcom is reporting. Insider annual event for Target, Caterpillar, and Dick's Sporting Goods stores. One of them going to move. Herb, Best Buy, companies will put Oppenheimer conference. You know, these moves. Obviously, the coach, what we wanted to say is there's a Fed meeting and the CPI before the Fed. I wanted to mention right again that the hedge funds and a lot, they're short crude in a big manner, by the way. Short crude is the one that I want to watch in a big manner, what I take about from my notes in speaking with my peers over the weekend, in a macro level, if you will. And I want to know what Coach thinks. And if I want to know what Coach thinks, I'm not sure he mentioned crude. If he mentioned it this morning, it'd be highly unlikely if he didn't. I'm not calling him out. He probably is going to mention, if not today, Bitcoin at the highs. Crude, hedge funds is short in an aggressive manner. It's certainly not showing by Schlumberger or Halliburton. So they're playing obviously they're playing the commodity, Exxon. Let's go to the big daddies. All right. I mean, we're going to take a shot. It's going to be Chevron, right? I mean, I didn't go through all the oils yet, but I went through the former ones that led everything up. Maybe PXD, FANG, maybe Chevron. Let's look at XLE in general. I'll go through the list. Although there was a takeover this morning, Diamond Offshore and Tidewater. There was a play in the drilling sector. Note it. I'll do all the research on that at lunchtime about Theo and Tidewater. Okay. Pockets of underhood damage, especially in the software sector. All right. Big earnings coming up this week. I hope let me go to TradeGATEHub because I know I have all the data there that's going to trigger what's going on this week. Economic reports and Fed speakers. In the old days, this would be pinned on the refrigerator. Now it's pinned right here in TradeGATEHub. This is the economics and for all the week. And you can listen, you can interpret this whatever way you want about bulls and the AAIM. It's up to you. Hedge fund managers take a stake in LUV. Go with that on your own time. LUV, it is big news. Elliott Management took another stake, I believe, in Etsy. That one didn't make much for news. LUV, still working near the high of the day. It's up to if the other SMH, look right here, semis. If you want your positions to work in a good trend, in a low VIX, don't watch them. There's a pontification. Semis do highs. So this is what I see in the corner of my eye. We'll finish fundamentals. I'm a trader, you know what I mean? That's why I don't finish sentences sometimes. I speak in numbers and letters. Trust me, I am highly educated, but who cares? I sat next to a guy at Schoenfeld Securities. He was a former mailman. He's a billionaire now. Fact. We'll get into that another time if I haven't. Fact. Okay. Doesn't mean you can't be educated. Sorry, Mom. All commodities this week. I love this. Charts, graphs. I love it all. You could disseminate that at your own time, but it's once again part of the Monday morning, Sunday evening MU highs. Earnings this week. They're not many, but they can make an impact. All right. Now I wanted to bring something else after I make sure I have this. Avago, Adobe, Oracle, all basically in the best of breeds in the respective area. I think Adobe and Oracle might overlap. RH, they're kind of bearish on this RH. I'm not going to lie. I don't have a position. I am not taking a position. Who they are, I don't know. But they're bearish on RH. Not in it. Although SIG is taking calls, pin this tweet. I don't care what the thing is. SIG is taking calls into earnings. And I'll post it a little bit later. Believe it or not, there's the chart on SIG. And you know what? If you're long SIG, or you have a position in SIG and you're wrong, just like one of my mentors, Mickey Hahn, says, you don't want to be wrong, and you don't want to be wrong there. You're wrong in SIG, you're gonna be down 40 points. Vice versa. Pardon me. All right, SIG. Yeah, play anything else. I'm not really interested. That might be maybe a day trade off the open. Meta highs. Pins, I'm still in, but they tried to shake me as meta break highs. They tried to shake me out in pins. I'm in pins. As I said, I don't know where it is. I'll point it up now, but if they say with the VIX low and the stock in an uptrend, don't watch them. Pins should be over 44.20. 43.80. How can the stock with meta breaking high? I'm looking here, at least on my screen. Meta hit the high. Look at that chart. Going to add to Meta. I took a position in Meta on Friday. You see GME to lows. Donnie Trump is making a lot of news here. DJT flying all over the place. 46 to 41 to 42. If I had $1 for every time I said that this was a scam and worth nothing, everybody could retire here. But you know what? What do you know? It probably makes sense, but I'm not in it. What, there are a lot of things. Listen, I understand if you want to trade DJT, but you know, MU, STX, I said it was going to 100, and it's going to 100. With or without anybody involved, I am involved. Matter of fact, I bought more oil today. I'm buying this bastard. They say if the stock's at $9.80, 98 usually it's 10. I'll go with that. That's where I think a little bit of my edge is. I mean, if it's at 97.90, usually it hits 100. I know I'm a little bit I'm a Generation Xer, but I'll still go with I'll roll with that one for a little bit. All right. Let's look at the most important thing. Oh, you know what? I have to finish the fundamentals, and then I'll go to what's going on today. Top performing industry. Oh, here, this is more important. Hedge funds cover a chunk, but still remain aggressively short equities. All right. They covered a lot, but they're still short. That's why some of these moves are still making some of these moves. There's still speculation out there. So GME will, pull back by half. The money that they took, they apparently went into Microsoft. They're apparently going into Amazon. They're going into Amazon. Look at this thing. Oh, from worst to first, the first to worst. I've been a lot of with the fund that I manage. Thank God, read it at the lows. I'm in a little. It used to be where it was safe. Let's put a 10-12% stop loss. God forbid. You're down 12, 10, down 10% used to be. I had some explaining to do. This Amazon was the worst stock a week ago. 10%. Coca-Cola moves 10%. What's the reading of Coca-Cola? 60. I mean, you know what I mean? 10%. It sneeze at 10%. Anyway, that's the reason. The more advanced you are, the more that you'll understand and the better I do. Trust me. Those that are, the more that you look at your statement, just like what I said before, don't micromanage the statement. Getting back to how to make money in the market. Top performing industry groups year to date. You should know every one of the top 5 stocks best of breed in their respective groups. If you don't know how to get them, ask me. If you don't know what they are, ask me. But the reason why I don't post them all is because by searching through this, you're going to learn more data about maybe you'll find out what the top 10 are. Maybe you'll find out what a favorite group is. But if I say, hey, the computer hardware and peripheral sector is the best, and these are the 3 best, I'm baiting the hook for you. I want you to bait the hook and learn how to catch the fish. I don't want to charter the boat anymore. It gets tiring. I want you to jump in with me and help the family instead of leading. That's the eventual thing. Biogen, spies, are they going for the gold fib? Who knows? I'm not that good at calling markets. That's why you don't see me ever trade a lot of Qs or ETFs or market moving or directional entities. I wish I could be that structured in other areas. I very rarely trade the Qs, the diamonds, or anything like that. I just don't like playing. I don't like flipping them. It's a gamble. Market's going to go up or down. To me, if the spies move 20 handles or the futures move 20 handles, and Apple's a big part of the ES, it goes down in that's relative weakness. Then let's try some Apple. I just don't like flipping coins on things. And for those that think that anything else in flipping coins is, it's good for you. Bravo. We'll move on. We can agree to disagree. Tesla. Average return in Tesla seasonality of 10%. And by the way, Tesla can go up every day if the market goes down. Tesla went up every day when the market was going down. It's just a stat. I am in Tesla. All right. Great posting overnight gold. Trader 22. Good morning. We post in the morning. More data. This was majority of my posting was last evening. As we get into this morning, always upgrades and downgrades. Surfs up, curates it exactly. Bullish bet on crude oil falls to the lowest in a decade. Been saying that before. Maybe I didn't exactly articulate it correctly. For those, there it is. I'm not yet sure. I really didn't think about it. Again, I'm going to watch Coach's video. I got crude guys too. If it's more really taking a risk, if you will, or having an edge. This is just one thing to look at. If it's actually crude itself or the stocks, both. If not, neither. I'm going to ask. Although this helps, Monster Insider trading on Oxy. Food for thought in Oxy. I shouldn't call it Oxy anymore. That Oxy costs a lot. Movers, VIX at the low. GME. Good morning, Lewis. NVIDIA 10 for 1. Course, go through all this at your own time. This is going through my trades in a second. Let's go to what's going on now, because that's the end of really the data that I posted. And this right here, new share. Right here. This is it. Most active on the day. NVIDIA. Obviously, it's split regardless. The low in the day was 117, trading at the high of the day. Where was I, Mike V? I wanted NVIDIA to stay down. I wanted the rest of the junk to still stay up. I wasn't prepared to take the move in it. They did the shake and bake. They did shake out on it. Everybody that bought, let's look at NVIDIA this morning, because you know what they usually do. Buy the rumors, sell the news. They got probably the weekends out. Served all the people, thought it was automatically going to pop 6%, and everybody opened down. And everybody said, screw this. I didn't even look at it yet, but I'll look now. NVIDIA. NVDA is a symbol, right? Yeah, it is. Let's look at the 2 minutes. Sorry, coach. Oh, they didn't adjust the split yet. It's all right. Maybe I'll ask Roaring Kitty. See his charts when he posted on GME, he was using Yahoo Finance. Roaring Kitty, get on TradeGATEHub at 3. DSY, the stock of the day. This is it. Tesla at the lows. I had a chance to sell it. I am H-band. I am in Tesla. H-band at the lows. That's not good for some financials. Apple, Mara, LUV, as we pointed before. Gurn has been hot. CLSK hanging in. TSLL was 768. I got enough TSL to check Secretariat. I'm not kidding. Wolf, Amazon mentioned before. So they're taking down banks. CRWB, best of breed, reported earnings. Let's talk about buying. Let's talk about a stock in an uptrend. Let's talk about having positive price action afterwards. And this is the chart. Okay. Best of breed before it worked, hadn't broken down, took earnings, reversed on earnings. Fact, this was the reversal day. Had a little shake and bake after it did that big reversal. Still held held that day's at least open. Percolated a couple of days on upsloping moving averages. Even if when it broke the bull flag, for those that are a little bit more shy and wanted to do a break high, CRWB. So there are stocks that are making well, performing well, making money, and this one has been obviously needs no introduction. CrowdStrike. So there's bullishness somewhere, if you will. Not to say that there isn't, but it's not like there's still. That's why the VIX is where it is. A place to run. All right, GME sold off. Okay, I'm out of it. Buy CrowdStrike on the dip. Pfizer. What a shame. I don't like Pfizer. Bristol Myers, a position that is I'm down in the fund. All right, made a higher low. Bristol Myers. You want that to turn around? Don't watch it. But I'm okay with that. I know no, I shouldn't say that. Bristol Myers. Okay, let's look at the percent gainers on the day. There we go. BNAI, I'm not in it. Don't care to be in it. Oprah, this is the one. Crex, not in it. MLGO, low floater, just bouncing off, not in it. That's a one-day wonder bounce. Or this is the one, DSY, but it's way off the high. As a matter of fact, it's off the low. Not interested. Tidewater, there was the deal. Repple. I'm not in Repple. Damn, that would have been nice. Oprah. What happened to Oprah? I was buying the bottom on Oprah for a while. But this is I don't know if this is a one-day wonder. I mean, it did pop. It was holding. It was once a high flyer. I don't know what I'm going to do with Oprah. I know what the news is in general. But I like saying Oprah. Let's see. It's probably going to build rest a while. It's one of these things when you want to pull back on low volume, hold the 50-day, blah, blah, blah. It's worth watching. It's in play. I get it. Next. Of course. Let's look at this one. One looks up. Anybody that misses things, percent gainers, intraday, LPA, GameStop's down 3 now. Other day was 29. It's over. I bet you maybe it's even halted. GameStop 23. Let's see the first thing pardon me, is when I look at a GameStop is this. I'm looking at the chart. There's the gap. All right, what am I gonna do? If I'm in GameStop, I mean, I gotta trade it big. You know what I mean? I just can't, I'm gonna buy 2,000, then it's gonna go down another $1. I'll buy like 2,000 more. Then that 4,000 on like $1. All of a sudden it turns into 12,000. I'm waiting for the bounce one day up to, it's just, I either gotta try, I mean, I either try to have a plan and get in it, try to take some money out of it. This is a perfect position where you wanna make money, not be right. Jamie, let's go to the 30-minute. Coach will be so happy I'm going to a 30-minute. All right, this is the spot, by the way, 24.50. No, 24.50 is too easy. Bids are going in 23.67. Bids are going in 23.67. Where are we? Let's go live trading, Mike V. Mike V. We'll go 1,200. 1,200. I'll even put 72. My birthday's 72 for those who want to know how old I am, 1972. 1,200 there. Devon Energy, these oils I gotta get in. Now that I look at the screen here, there's Oxy. But let's look at this one, GTLB, Shell Oil. Looks like all oils are bouncing on my top left. For those that want live trading, BST, Gap Stores, Coles. I'm in the one stock that's down. Hood. Okay, let's get back to GME. That's where we came from. All right, so you know what I mean? I'm gonna play around with this thing. Lows 24.23, 25. Let's put that on the 1,200 just for play. Let's go to the lows 24.23. Let's go 23 point. Well, originally 72, 78, 23.68. Now let's go for something. Let's go to 2,000. If you just happen to hit it down there, and it hits, we're off. Let's go to 23.24. As you can see, the stocks on the top or left-hand corner, which are going on. Why am I doing this? Why not? Okay, that's where what's going higher now? Am I on the right thing? XLE is going higher. Let's make sure I'm on the right screen. XLE is going higher. We knew it. Devon Energy. Let me go back to my charts here. I'll go back. Am I going overboard, guys? Give me the hook. 11:30. I'm way overboard. Oh my God. The marketing team's going to get at me because everybody lose interest after a certain amount of time. All right, Mike V, I will sign off. I'm sorry I went a little overboard. I'm freaking fired up, as I should be every day. Thanks for the support, TGH team. Those behind us, any questions, I'll answer. I'll try to do better the next time. Somebody might be asking me a question here. I gotta finish it. Somebody answer me a question. My thoughts on wheat. I got a couple of questions. Oxy. All right, Island Trader. I got him. Because he's good. He knows what's going on. That's why I'm answering. First of all, he's got good questions. Let's look at Oxy. First of all, there's no surprise of what I just brought up before. Oxy. Warren's buying Oxy down here. Here's the daily. Meta new high of the day. Meta. Should be buying Meta. Still, it's not over on Meta. Not over on Meta. Oxy. Listen, I like Oxy. I'm not going to talk you out. I would never talk you out of Oxy. Why? Because it's taking decent flow. Warren likes it. I get it. You know what I mean? If personally for me, if I think if oil's going to bounce, I'd want to get some more juice. I would buy the best of breed, and I buy some ancillary ones. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about the dogs and hoping buying, and going for the low floater short squeezes. Oxy, yeah, I like. You know what's picking up? Devon Energy. That's picked up a bit. That might be forming something. First of all, it's if you see here. Let me go to my. I hope you're still there, Ocean Trader, because I'm looking at oils too. First of all, SLB taking calls. You see here. I saw Devon. Listen, first of all, it's semis what they're going into. You want to know who? I'll answer your oil question in a second. But if you want to, be right and get paid on the shorter term, I'm really overboard. MU 135. ARM is an ARM. Where's my sticks? Sticks is not 99. I'm gonna be upset. 98. Should be 100. Matter of fact, we'll help it. Let's buy 400 sticks. We'll go to 98.02. We'll get right in the middle because at TradeView markets, we're known for getting the tightest spreads and the lowest commissions. I'm live. I would even buy it at the market, but I don't want to step on my own toes. But I'm in it. Shopify looks good too. Shopify looks okay. Lot trading. I'm going overboard. I'll get back to it. Devin, Ocean Trader, OT. The ones that I've seen taking calls, I haven't seen XLE take calls. It's not like they're saying the sector's overbought. I've been seeing more specific flow. As I said, to be redundant before, Oxy's taking calls. Schlumberger just came up with calls right here. I don't trust it. That's a bottom fish. But stick, so you want to stick something away. That's one of those ancillary ones that's a best of breed, if you will, as a driller. Stick away, but I would go to Devin. Oxy, I would never talk you off of. I wouldn't expect it to move that much. Warren's got a coin, it's such a liquid stock. It's going to take a catalyst for that to go. Apache. No, I like Devin. You want to go to Devin's the one, best of breed is Fang. How about EOG? FANG. I'm going with the calls. They're buying Devin. They're not taking many here. They're buying calls in Devin. And from what I understand, I told you about hedge funds. Maybe you want to be buying crude on a dip, but Coach will probably give you a better feel on that. I'm sorry I went overboard. I hope it was better. I'll try to do better the next time. Mike V. I could continue talking. One day I'm going to talk all day long. You're going to have to pull me away, but I'm going to have to get a little less winded. So we'll both work on it. Any questions? I'll be on right afterwards to take. I hope I did it okay. TradeView Markets, thanks to the sponsor having our back. Cheers, Mike V.